The Huntsville Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Office may be getting a new name. City Council members Michelle Watkins and Jenny Robinson proposing an ordinance to change the name back to the Office of Multicultural Affairs. That was the original name of the office in 2009. The change to DEI happened in 2021 when former director Kenny Anderson wanted the name to better reflect his mission for the office. Our Gabe Glassman sat down with the two council members about why they feel the change back to the original name is needed.
While DEI in most organizations has an internal focus, what we're looking at is an external focus at including the broader community.
It's one of the main goals for council members Michelle Watkins and Jenny Robinson.
Renaming it to Multicultural Affairs ensures that we include everyone and that we still have an office that's diverse.
Robinson had her reservations when the original name was changed. She says when they first began the DEI initiative in 2021,
the focus was going to be a lot more on just an HR process and numbers, and I felt like we needed a focus that was a little broader than that.
And ever since the change was made,
I have continued to have those concerns. As a city, we need to have an intentional focus on including the broader community, and it's not just an internal focus. DEI is a lot of times is an internal focus. This needs to be an external effort.
And the initiative comes just a couple weeks after the city announced a new DEI director, Dr. Randy Barber.
Anytime you bring in new leadership, it's an opportunity to bring in a new vision, a new way of doing things. It seemed to me to be an opportune time to go back to that intentional focus on inclusivity.
Watkins says they want to ensure the city adjusts in the correct ways.
Huntsville has become very diverse. We want to ensure that individuals that live in our city feel that they're part of the city and at the same time that they're not excluded.
The change is expected to be talked about during Thursday's city council meeting. It could be voted on at the next meeting, but the council could also decide to vote on it that night. In Huntsville, Gabe Glassman, Fox 54 News.
Alabama legislators signed a bill limiting diversity, equity, and inclusion programs last year for state agencies, public universities, and public boards of education. But the law doesn't limit any cities or private companies that don't receive state funding.